there's an opportunity for a greater good where we can create a node for our community to gather, to have interactions in science and technology that don't cost money, to connect better with the rivers, to connect our neighborhood. We think that there's an opportunity to help connect people and young people to the workforce of space in the future. We have a unique opportunity to really highlight how art and science are not separate, but are two sides of the same coin.
River Life is a nonprofit organization. We work to create, activate, and celebrate Pittsburgh's riverfronts. And we envision a Pittsburgh where world-class riverfronts are essential to the region and belong to everybody. We did an analysis and identified that there were physical gaps in the system, but also gaps in experience. Our big initiative moving forward is called Completing the Loop.
I am, for all intent purposes, the development punching bag of the community. MCC was founded in 1965, incorporated in 1971, in response very specifically to Route 65's installation or the decimation of the community, which are synonymous with one another. The impact that it had was taking away local schools, taking away local business, so the economic corridor that really helped not just Manchester, but the North Side footprint. And then there was, of course, the civil rights movement sort of happening all in the midst of this, white flight, and so the community then began to transition much more into a majority-minority community, which led to a lot of lack of investment in the community. Today we would be righting the wrongs, and we would be doing that through an opportunity with what's called the RCP, the Reconnecting Communities Program grant. And through that grant we really hope to achieve some real analysis and reconnect the community again. That wall needs to come down. There needs to be a contiguous community as it once was, that has a thriving economic corridor that allows this region to have an asset yet again with the ability to connect to the riverfront.
The Keystone Space Collaborative is a nonprofit registered in Pennsylvania with the mission to essentially build and amplify and grow the space industry in the Pennsylvania, Ohio, and West Virginia tri-state region. Pittsburgh sits at the sort of heart of the tri-state region, and the north side sits at the heart of Pittsburgh with the anchoring of Astrobotic being here. One of the greatest challenges is that this region has not natively been known as a space region. The Keystone Space Collaborative is trying to change that. The vision is to propel this tri-state to be a space-known region, competitive with some of the other space regions in the country. So we know that innovation occurs best and is able to grow when companies and near-peer organizations can co-locate together. So having Astrobotic and the Moonshot Museum on the north side is a major draw and asset. We also have a lot of underdeveloped land.
The Science Center has this incredible opportunity that is 8.5 acres of vacant parking lots. So rather than try and relocate to a new place, or rather than try and shoehorn in a bunch of buildings around them, it makes sense to start at the Science Center. So the idea is this Keystone Innovation Zone will be a catalyst for bringing in these companies that currently operate across 3 states into an area where they can work together in certain ways and learn from each other, have significant quantum leaps in technology advancement, and other things. So it's just an incredible opportunity that probably would never have presented itself if Astrobotic had years ago picked a different building to open in. So part of our campus improvement plan is to build and offer spaces for companies in the tri-state region who operate in the space and defense sectors. The idea is this Keystone Innovation Zone will be a catalyst for bringing in these companies that currently operate across 3 states into an area where they can work together in certain ways and learn from each other, have significant quantum leaps in technology advancement and other things. So it's just an incredible opportunity that probably would never have presented itself if Astrobotic had years ago picked a different building to open in.
This Keystone Space Collaborative is looking at Pittsburgh being part of the panhandle of space and bringing an incubator here, which will allow new industry, additional job opportunities. Our children are getting a front row seat to that, as well as the region, and I would say even beyond that, with Pittsburgh, with Manchester specifically, being on the map with the Space Innovation District.
The Warhol and the Science Center are really bookends for the North Shore. We are sister museums. We represent art and science.
The Pop District is the Andy Warhol Museum turned inside out. And we do three main things. We focus on a creative economy workforce development program, we focus on public art, and we focus on campus expansion. And the combination of those three things is a transformation of the Eastern North Shore. We both have a unique role to play, whether it's pillars or bookends, or sort of an arts and science connection. On the North Shore, it's a continuity of experience along the North Shore. You have an art museum, Major League Baseball, restaurants, lounges, activities, nightlife, football, casino, science center. When you think about that holistic experience, the North Shore turns into something completely different. It becomes a centerpiece of our culture here in the city. And it becomes a tourist attraction, a national beacon for what a new kind of post-industrial city, but really what a city like Pittsburgh can become.